to Beverly. That's okay.
Oh, there's your and a finger. Here's Beverly. We're good. We're all in. We're all in.
No, we've lost Phoebe and she's doing the slides. Hurry up. Okay. So you want to turn the music on? Okay. First thing, that's not actually a barrier you can sit on. So You'll get up there, but you're shrinking violets when it comes to using the front seat. Okay, so firstly, fabulous to see so many of you here this morning. For me, this is a really exciting project. Back when, in COVID years, Bev and I went down to Sydney and we wanted to see a couple of shows, so with our masks on, we asked Phoebe what's good, and she said, you got to go see Comfortable Way. We did, and it's in the top 3 shows I've ever seen, and I've seen quite a few shows now. And I came out of that theatre buzzing. And the whole intention of this show is to have people coming out of that theatre with the same feeling. Absolutely buzzing. So, what we're doing today, you won't have received any information as you came in because it's all going online, thanks to Greg. So, if it doesn't go online by this afternoon, ring him. The video will be up and the information, there'll be a folder on the Comfortable Way section of the website. So you click on Comfortable Way and all the audition information will be there, including the information sheet. So I'll be delivering the information sheet and Phoebe will be accompanying me with slides on the screen. So sit back and enjoy. Okay, so show dates. Show dates 9th of October to the 1st of November. 4 show weekends. There'll be 2 Saturday matinees, so we'll miss one of the Saturday nights and have an extra Saturday matinee. Okay. Show overview.
I'm with you.
Peanut gallery. It's based on a true story. Comfortable Way is a Tony Award-winning production based on events occurring in 2001. The musical is an ensemble production consisting of over 70 characters played by between 12 and 14 performers. Work that out. That's a lot of changing of roles. And a 7-person live band, courtesy of Peter, some of whom are actually going to get on stage and join us, so that's going to be fun. Synopsis. On the morning of September 11, 2001, as the Twin Towers were collapsing in New York City, 38 jet planes were rerouted to a remote airport in Gander, Newfoundland. Comfortable Way tells the remarkable true story of 7,000 stranded passengers and the small town that opened its homes, hearts and lives to welcome them. That's the word. Okay, director's vision. The key feature of Comfortable Way is continuous movement. The great attraction for me as a director is the patterning that the ebbs and flows of movement creates. Scenes are constructed by the ensemble themselves using minimal props. Basically, you've got 14 chairs and 2 tables and 1 bench, and that is it. The set is simple and open, all designed to maximise freedom and speed of movement. It is very much an ensemble show. The vast majority of the performance features the entire ensemble, moving in and out of scenes and in and out of characters. The fluid patterning then highlights the emotions of the show. Okay, dates. So, important dates. Again, this will all be on the website. Auditions, 2 weeks time, June 13th. Initial script read and meet and greet will be June 28th. Rehearsals, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6:30. Vast majority of those rehearsals will be here. There'll be a there may be one or two held outside if necessary. Sunday rehearsals commence August the 2nd, so a little earlier than usual because of the complex nature of this show. Rehearsal weekend, we will be having a rehearsal weekend about 4 weeks out from the show, September 18th to the 20th. That will consist of a Friday night video night, and then rehearsals in the theatre here, and people are welcome to stay, and we hope as many as possible will stay at our place on the Saturday night. So it will be a full weekend from Friday night through to Sunday afternoon. So if you're thinking of auditioning, cross that weekend off, you'll be here. Final dress rehearsal, Wednesday, October the 7th. Production team. So I'll get them to come up one at a time and say what they've done to get here and what they're doing in the show, and presumably they will encourage you with their words. So I'm Lance Thompson. I've been directing here for quite a few years now. This is my 5th musical, so I've almost got it together now. And I've done quite a few plays, but right here, the assistant director is Maddie Bugers.
My name is Maddie. So what did I do to get here? I've done a lot of shows at players since like 2014, I think, as like an actor, being on stage. And I'm now like a drama teacher at a local school, and people caught wind of that and they're like, hey, would you like to do directing? Or assistant directing. And I got a phone call one day and they're like, hey, would you like to do assistant director for this show? I'm like, oh my god, yes I would. Because I really love this show. Like I saw it in Newcastle a couple of years ago now, and it was one of the most mind-blowing things I've ever seen. And I think it'd be a really cool experience, and I would really love to see like behind the scenes of being a director and not being on stage once. So yeah, that's it.
Next up we have Beverly Starr, assistant to the director.
Hi everybody, good to see so many faces here. You might wonder why Lance is fortunate enough to have 2 assistants. Well, I'm the assistant to the director. Our lovely friend here is the assistant director. She studies under him and writes the notes down. Anyway, I'll be working quite a bit with characters, because they're fairly complex, and something else.
Accents and vocals.
Oh, that's right. Accents and what else?
Just vocal assistants in general.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's my jobs.
Musical director is Peter Dick.
Thanks everyone, good to see so many familiar faces here. How awesome it is. I had the pleasure of working with Lance in Chicago, and he's decided I'm probably okay to have another contract. So you've probably seen me around a bit. I think I've done a couple of shows here in the past, maybe 5 or 6. I haven't really counted them, Lance. So
Yeah, they're adding up.
didn't do my homework. Face every now and then on a poster. The music is really exciting for this show. As Lance said, there will be a live band, which I've collected, and we have a number of the band members hopefully in the room today with us, getting their charts and seeing how things are looking. Yeah, the music is like a Celtic rock fusion of, I don't know, it's really unusual. So it has some unusual instrumentation, unusual tone colours, really exciting to work with, lots of variety. So I'm really looking forward to getting the band together and starting work on this. It should be a great show. Looking forward to it.
And our vocal and movement director is Phoebe Thompson-Starr.
Hi everyone. If the resemblance is a little uncanny, that's because it is. I am Lance and Bev's daughter. I am working on my Players Theatre rap sheet, but for those that don't know me, I have a bachelor degree in music theatre. I was really lucky in that degree and then performing professionally to work with some fantastic creative minds in the Australian performing industry. I'm also a classically trained singer and dancer, and I have a diploma in classical ballet teaching. So we're pulling all those skills in. These days I'm a music therapist, so my life revolves around telling people stories and really beautiful stories. This is one of the most beautiful stories, and a story that not many people know. Most people know and can recall often, if you were alive then, I dare say, would remember exactly where you were when 9/11 happened and when you first saw it on the TV. So we all know that, but not many people know of this beautiful story and what happened in Canada. I fell in love with this show because I was actually living in Canada when it was released. And I got to see it in Toronto. So it is a huge passion project for us as a family, amazingly special to do it as a family, and yes, to share that joy and that there is so much euphoria in this show because you are singing all together as a team throughout nearly the whole show, and that is just, that euphoric feeling. So we can't wait.
We won't be having a choreographer for this show, primarily because it is not a traditional dance show. It is synchronised movement. And it's... it is synchronised movement. So Phoebe will be pulling in all her skills and combining them with mine, and together we will be doing a synchronised movement. A lot of the movement is also part of the music, so there's a lot of the ensemble carrying the accentuated beats in the show. So it is complex. Hence the fact that we've got slightly more rehearsals. It also means that we're going to be demanding a lot of our cast and everybody else involved in the show. Just a heads up. Okay. No pressure at all. Okay, other members of the production team will be coming on board as we get closer to the show. We'll introduce everybody as they arrive. Okay, so the set. So that's the mock-up of the set. It is simple. There is you probably can't tell from where you are, but there's a platform there with stairs down the back. But it's designed to be out of the way so that we leave maximum room for chairs and tables and movement, because that's what this show is all about. Right, character breakdowns. The character breakdowns will be in your information pack on the website. The list which is up there is the original cast. The breakdown of the original cast. They used 12 in the original. They used 13 when it went to Broadway, and it's been done with anywhere between 12 and 40 characters, 40 performers. We'll be looking at either 13 or 14. So depending on how the auditions go, that will consist of 6 males and 7 or 8 females. Again, the breakdown will be on the website. Okay, audition details. June 13th, as I say, 2 weeks' time, here at the theatre. The auditions will consist of a group vocal and movement workshop of approximately 1 hour's duration, followed by individual auditions of between 1.5 and 2 minutes duration. Auditionees will be split into one of 3 groups. So there'll be 3 sessions. The session times will be 9 a.m, 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. You need to register for those auditions, and the registration will be via jot form. The jot form will be on the website. I believe that Greg's also going to put a scanning thing up, ready to go, so that you can...
There's one at the end of the slides today.
There's one at the end of the slides too. Okay. So you need to register by the 11th of June at 5 p.m. Using the online jot form. Indicate on the job form any sessions that you're unable to attend. Session times will be allocated. Notification of audition slots will be by email or text message by the day before the auditions. That's the 12th of June. So basically this is an ensemble show. The movement and the vocals are integrated. What we need to see is how you can move as a group, how your voices blend as a group, and whether you're able to keep time. Hence the fact that the audition process is heavily group orientated. Having said that, we will the workshop that will consist of first group movement and then harmony singing. The individual auditions will be firstly reading the audition pieces which we put out for gender-specific roles, and then if you are going for one of the leads, we don't actually have those, but featured singers, thank you. If you're going for one of the roles which has got a featured singer, then we will make available 30 seconds, and only 30 seconds, for you to warble for us so we can see what you can do for us. Impress us, you know. On that, Phoebe will mention more of it, but we'll need you to provide your music, which Phoebe will plug into her computer and will play for you, or do it a cappella. We will not be providing music. Okay. Right, in the event you cannot make the audition day, we will be accepting recorded emailed auditions, but only if you can't make the day. We want everybody to be here so we can see them working in a group. If you cannot make the audition day and wish to record an audition, contact me and we'll send you out a link to the online audition pack. So you'll need to contact me, give me your email and we will download that to you. Okay, what we're looking for. The ability to carry a character and an accent.
Sorry, let's
Fear or enthusiasm?
Me when I had hair. Okay. The ability to carry a character and an accent. This show will be done in full accents. They are real people that we're portraying, whether they be Newfoundlanders or whether they be people on the plane. And one of the really fun, tricky bits of this show is within 30 seconds of any time on this stage, you might be going between 3 different accents. And you've got to be cluey enough to be able to switch from one to the other and back again. That's fun. Vocal and movement ability. Also critically, the ability to sing and move at the same time. Ability to hold a part in the harmony. Willingness to give it a go. So enthusiasm and dedication for this show almost trumps natural talent. If you're enthusiastic, if you've got the basics and you're really into it and you're willing to bleed for it, then that's what we want, you know. Okay, I'll now hand over to Phoebe who'll tell you what's actually in the audition pack.
Alrighty everyone, so in your audition pack, which will be on the player's website, you will have your character breakdowns, which we did see a simplified version on screen, but it will also include what song each character is featured in. So if you are going for the Beverly Bass, you might want to pick 30 seconds of one of her songs. If you're going for Claude, you might want to pick one of his featured songs. There are not many, but a couple of roles where they don't actually have they only have smaller lines. If you are more interested in that, you actually don't have to sing for us. If you want to come in and just read, because we will have already seen what you can do singing-wise. This show is more importantly about singers who can blend and singers who know how to sing as one. We don't need the show-stopping voices are wonderful, but we don't want that in this show. We want people that sing together as one rather than they're trying to stand out and be the soloists. So yes, keep that in mind. If you are going for the one that isn't so much of a featured singer, you do not actually need to come in and sing anything more for us. The The script readings are in there as well. We are doing for this auditions an a cappella piece called The Rain Song. So that is also in your audition pack. There are 4 harmonies, guide track for every single harmony line, and then a practice track as well. I'll go through what to after I explain everything else in there. There is a YouTube link to learn the simple movement motif, and full information sheet of everything that's up here is also in that audition pack. So, what to prepare? Please learn two parts from the Rain Song, because depending on your grouping, we might end up with 6 altos and nothing else. So we want everyone to have at least memorized 2 parts. Pick the one that matches your vocal range the best, because this is in lieu of scales. No scales for this audition. Instead, you will show us your vocal range through which part you pick. So that's really important, which ones you pick. Learn I'm an Islander. So simple. It is only like 4 counts worth of movement, but it is really important. So there's 2 run-throughs in your links. One is a really slow walk-through for people that like a bit of time to learn steps, and one is a fast if you just want to get in there and learn it. There's 2 videos on there for you. Please watch the first minute of the longer video though, because that's me sort of introducing the movement and talking you through the importance of the movement in this show. Then as I said, if you are auditioning for one of those featured singing parts with the more solo lines, prepare 30 seconds. I know that is hard. Find the really juicy 30 seconds. If you start going for a minute class, we will have to cut you off, not because we don't think you're fantastic, but because we're going to be on a really tight schedule, so try and keep it. Ideally, bring your backing track if you would like to sing with a track on your phone, and I will just plug that in. If you are having any trouble sourcing a backing track, let Lance know, and then I can help you out. So no stress there. And then the last one to prepare is all gender relevant passages. So there are two
males, 3 females.
2 males, 3 female passages to learn. You are going to read all of them because they're different accents. Have some fun with those accents. Play around with them. They don't need to be perfect. We just need to see that you are willing to give the differences a go. So that you're willing to go there and maybe feel a bit goofy, but yeah, you're giving it a go. It doesn't need to sound anything. Well, hopefully it sounds like a Canadian or American accent. But don't try and, we would rather you deliver it really well than you say it perfectly in accent, but you're not really delivering it to us. Beautiful. Is that it?
That's it. Beauty. Okay. Right. Cast expectations and theatre policies. This is where I put on my gruff voice. So all persons wishing to audition must have a current Working with Children check or a current application number for a Working with Children's check. If you don't have a Working with Children's check currently, all you've got to do is go online and apply. When you apply online, it will give you an application number. When you go onto the jot form to book in for an audition, it will ask you for your Working with Children number or your your application number. So we need to have that before you audition. Okay. Having said that, we are not. You'll find the ages in the character breakdown are between 25 and 65, I think. Whilst we might be a little bit lenient with that on both ends, this is not on stage a show for a younger cast. So everybody, I would think 18 would be the minimum. The next thing I would say is that we will probably, however, have backstage crew who are under 18. And that means everybody's got to have a Working with Children's check. So straight off the bat, we just get it out of the way before the auditions. Next, all cast members will be required to be financial members of players prior to the first rehearsal. And we're going to be That tends to drag on if you don't make a strict date. It will be prior to the first rehearsal. You will be turned away at the door if you have not joined up by that date. And Peter's the current members officer, so he will be at the door with a whip, yes. Okay. Cast members are expected, unless constrained by illness or private notifications, to attend all rehearsals for which they are scheduled. And for this show, that pretty much means all of them for everybody. On time and ready to rehearse. This is a really complex show. We will need all the rehearsal time we can get. Rehearsals will be of 3 hours duration. At least for the first few months, we will try and keep it strictly 2-3 hours. After that, I can't promise anything. Come From Away is a true story representing real characters, and as such, we'll be trying our best to portray those characters as accurately as possible, including appropriate accents. Cast members will be required to commit to learning as accurately as possible those accents pertaining to their characters. Now, you will note on the cast list which we put out, we did hope that we might be able to change genders on the 2 Kevins to turn them into 2 Karens. MTI have yesterday afternoon come back and said, no, you cannot do that. So we will be sticking with the original 6 and 6 plus 2. If an auditionee knows in advance of particular rehearsals that they will be unable to attend, dates of absence are to be noted on the job form. So when you put your job form into audition, please let us know if there are, I'm going to be away for a month on holidays from this date to this date. It won't necessarily cut you out, but it is something we have to consider again because this is such a complex show. We can't have people missing for large periods. Cast members are expected to have lines down by the prescribed dates. Act 1, the 24th of August. Act 2, the 31st of August. Cast members will at all times adhere to the Players' Code of Conduct. If you want to know what the Players' Code of Conduct is, it's on the website. Okay, importantly, violence and bullying, either verbal or physical, will not be tolerated and may result in immediate dismissal from the show. Okay, we're here to work hard and have a heap of fun. And if everybody has that in mind, and we'll have a great time. So, to conclude, Come From Away is quite a complex musical that will require considerable effort and concentration on the part of everyone involved. It is also a musical with great story and great score. If we put in the work, the rewards should be exciting. It should also be a lot of fun. At least our production team will do our damnedest to make it that way. Cheers. Thank you very much. Any questions?
I might just give you all one handy hint as you prepare for your auditions. Start moving at any time you open your mouth to sing. Start moving. If there's a song playing, not when you're in the car, please don't. If there is a song playing and you start singing along, try and move your body at the same time. If there is everything you are practicing, that rain song, there is actually going to be a really simple body percussion that I'll talk you through on the day, but you won't just be standing and singing, because it's very rare in this show that you get to just stand and do one thing. It's all happening together, so the more you can practice integrating that now, the easier it will be for you. In the shower, just sing, try and move. It's very simple movements. There's a lot of stamps, a lot of body percussion. So just try and get that body moving while you're singing. That is my biggest hint for you as you prepare for your auditions.
So just on that, the movement for this show is fairly traditional and well known. We will be modifying it for our cast and for our stage. But if you want an idea of what the movement's going to look like, there are online you will find copies of the production, of the Broadway production. It will not look too dissimilar. Okay. You'll also find, if you listen to one of those recordings, you can get an idea of the accents too. So again, have a look at that, get an idea of what you're working with. Any questions?
Got a question.
Oh,
Just on the accents, can you list some of the accents, like Irish, Scottish? What are the accents?
They're predominantly Newfoundland and an American.
Yep.
There is a Middle Eastern one. There will be a Eastern European one, which will replace the Negro character in the show.
One British.
Sorry.
One British.
Oh, one British. Yes, one very important.
One
British
male
accent.
British.
One
One male has a British accent.
But again, you've got to be able to move from the Newfoundland accent to the British accent, or to whichever accent you're doing, and back again. So, yep.
Oh, just with the band, you know, I've seen some videos and things when the band's actually on the stage with the characters. Are you going to be doing that kind of stuff too?
Yeah. Can we go back to the stage?
Because are they going to be tucked?
Yeah.
Where are they going to be?
The band will actually be behind here.
Oh, yeah.
That will actually be a bigger cutaway, so we'll actually see a little bit of the band there.
Yeah.
And we're asking some members of the band in appropriate points to come out and join us.
Yeah.
So the band will be on. Sorry?
Definitely the vibe.
Yeah. So the band will be partially visible. We'll have the drummer in behind here, behind a fixed wall, so that it doesn't drown everybody else out. But yeah, no, the band's very much a part of the show, and you're on the floor on the stage. Yes.
I know the show itself is one piece, so is there going to be an intermission?
There is going to be an intermission, so we have found a point where we can stop the show and then we restart the show at the beginning of the same song.
Okay. Oh.
So there's a slight overlap between the two.
You were talking about authenticity because the characters are actually real life people. Are you hoping to find cast members that represent Middle Eastern and African American looking in appearance? Not necessarily.
No. In Port Macquarie wouldn't be possible. We're going to try and portray their personality. We're going to try and portray their accents. But for a start, I doubt that we will get a Negro auditioning and a black person in general auditioning. If we do, they will be considered amongst everybody else. But no, we'll change characters to suit the cast, and the cast will be chosen on their ability rather than either their looks or whatever else.
Hi. The 3 passages that we need to prepare for the female auditions, are we expected to memorise them as a monologue?
If you wish. No, you're not expected to.
We'll have a printout of it that you can read from.
Yeah. So it depends on what you're more comfortable with. If you're going to be so nervous up there trying to read them, you're better to read it. If you learn really easily and you feel more comfortable that way, whatever's going to show you in the best light. Anybody else?
What time were those Sunday auditions when we get to them?
The Saturday auditions.
The Sunday ones
When we go to Sunday rehearsal.
Oh, when we go to Sunday
Sorry,
rehearsal.
auditions, yeah, my bad, sorry.
Yeah, they'll be 2 p.m.
2 p.m. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So again, it'll be 2 to 5. It'll be a little lighter by then, so it should still be daylight when we come out. Okay, anybody else? No? Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, this probably already was answered, but the 30 seconds of song that you have to provide, that has to be a song from the show.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Yes, okay, sweet.
So if you have a particular character in mind and you think, this character really resonates with me, find their song or a line that they sing in the show. Another helpful hint, there are lots, if you search into YouTube 9/11 Gander, Newfoundland, there's heaps of videos with the actual real life people, and that will really help you with the accent. If you can find a video of Mayor Claude, He actually exists. And he has the strongest Newfie accent. They have it's very Irish influence, but it also doesn't sound Irish at the same time. So try and find those videos and just listen. That will really help you.
What we will try and do is try and go for as accurate a rendition of the accent as possible to start with, and then we'll probably bring it back a little bit so that the audience can understand what you're saying. Anybody else? No? Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.